Hi everybody, my name is Emily, and the purposes of this video is to tell you why I want to be a social worker. Growing up, I remember in the 3rd grade thinking how I really wanted to be a teacher. So fast forward to after I graduated high school and I enrolled in an elementary education program. It was then 2 years after that I decided I wasn't as passionate about teaching that I need to be a teacher. I then decided to stop that, and I decided, you know what, I really want to be a social worker. That's my calling, that's my passion, that's what I want to do. So I then moved back home to New York, and I declared my major as social work. I enrolled in the social work program, and I graduated with my BSW in 2010. A little background information as to how I came to my decision to become a social worker. When I was 16, I moved from northern Minnesota to upstate New York, and it was a huge change in my life. I then went into a pretty bad depression. I moved actually about 2 weeks before Christmas. I moved to upstate New York. Sometimes there are obstacles in life that makes you stronger because of what you go through. I never gave up. I understand what someone that has a mental illness goes through and how not accepting having a mental illness is. Not only do individuals struggle with the disease that takes over their life at times, but they also have to deal with the everyday pressures of society and deal with how society views mental illness. I believe there are 2 words that can help make strides towards this change. Those 2 words are educate and advocate. Educate society about mental illness and what it means. Oftentimes, there is a misconception on it because they have never been educated on it. Advocate for the mentally ill population and make sure that they're getting the services that they need. I didn't turn my life around by myself. I had the support of family, friends, and my therapist, which was a licensed master social worker. He showed me guidance, compassion, and he really made me realize how far I had come. It was then that I decided I want to be a social worker and help others the way that I was helped. I had 2 internships that I did. I worked at NAMI, it's National Alliance Against Mental Illness, and the Child Coordinated Care Council of the North Country, which is a supervised visitation program. At NAMI, I helped others obtain housing. I ran support groups and advocated for the mentally ill and their families. And at the supervised visitation program, I supervised visits between non-custodial parents and their children, which was court mandated. I have also worked at the hospital for 2 years on the mental health unit, working with kids that have mental illness as well as behavioral issues. And I work with them one-on-one as to why they are there, running groups, and just working with them and their behavioral issues. One thing I learned is there is a high burnout in social work profession, and you have to be 100% committed and passionate about what you're doing, or you will burn out as well. What I love about social work is each day is different, and I love making a difference in people's lives. Being a social worker, I can make change through equality, justice, human rights, and the well-being of individuals. This includes the most helpless people in society, the disadvantaged poor, vulnerable, and oppressed individuals. As a social worker, I can empower these individuals with the tools necessary to live their most fulfilled life possible. I want to be that voice for all the individuals out there. Thank you for taking the time for watching my video, and I look forward to watching other people's video. Thank you.